Alright, what is up, Transformer fans? This is the video review and V-build of Transformers Construct Bots Scout Class Starscream. You guys already know how this works. I already did the Ironhide review, so this is just going to be kind of a quick look at Starscream because he is the exact same as Ironhide. You get the same box, 40 pieces. In the box, you still get the code for 1,000 points. And you also get the full color instruction manual, and so pretty standard. Like I said, he is 40 pieces, so we'll start. I gotta pull them out of the pile over here. I've just kind of broken him. I'm gonna start with the skeleton, obviously, and okay. I'm just gonna, build this real fast because you all know how this works. Get this. Here's the torso piece. Alright, then you take hip pieces and shoulder pieces and put them on. There's that. Then you put the leg pieces on here. A little ankle joint. Oh shoot. Alright, there's that. Take the arm. That there. That there. Arm goes here. The wrist thing goes there. And then the head joint goes there. And there you have, the skeleton. It's gray and black, which is really nice. Pretty basic, you could use it with anything. So, alright, now we're going to start putting pieces on him. So we'll do his feet, get him to stand so I don't have to hold him the whole time. So there's that. Now he's standing. And then you take these shin pieces here. They go right there. And these are a white, kind of like a smoky white color, which is pretty nice. It looks very Starscreamy. Then you take all of his hip and, his hip pieces are different than his shoulder pieces. Here they both are. This one right here in my hand, this side, the smaller one is what you use for his hip, and the bigger one is what you use for his shoulder, for some reason. Usually, the shoulder pieces don't have that open-ended, but these do, for some reason. So, just for confusion's sake, and these are red, by the by. Alright, there's that. Piece of rubber's coming off. Alright, go ahead and put his little forearm guards are blue, which is nice. Gives him a splash of American spirit. Red, white, blue Starscream. Like that. And you want to take his chest here. I'll go ahead and take the Decepticon logo. And it goes right here in the middle, which is good. So that tabs like that. And this closes in like there. Come around to the back. Take the cockpit of the jet. The bigger piece goes right here. Snaps on, and then this doesn't really sit comfortably, so I just kind of bring it down and put the cockpit over the bottom of this joint, and then these two little teeth kind of go into this rear cavity. So there's really no particular way to put it. It's pretty weird the way you do it like that. And then you take his head. Apparently every single one of them is like this with the black. I don't know why. I really want Hasbro to do something about this because this is just weird looking. But anyway, his head. Then the head just tabbed on right here, and it's a little difficult to do because it's one of those full helmets, and those are hard to put on, much like the Creo. So there he is, naked. And then you want to put comes with these little Gatling guns right here. I'm going to put these on his hands as kind of his null ray. Then you take wings, clip these right here. there, and then these go on the outside of his arms right here. And they kind of accordion fold in behind the arms, so they're not kind of sticking out. So they clip in right here, and they accordion fold in. And there we have Starscream in his robot mode. Very cool, very posable, just like all the other construct bots. You can, if you want. It would involve parts forming. He has to parts form already because the Gatling guns on his hands, but if you want to go more parts forming but go for more G1 accuracy, you can pop the wings off, and I had to pull him out of shot to do it because he's really difficult. And these little joints back here, you could actually clip them back right here. Take the cockpit, fold it down, but then now he has his wings kind of coming out of his back. But unless you like the Prime Starscream and how they kind of angle back like so, I wouldn't do that because they look more G1 when they're down on his arm. They come up just above his shoulder instead of being like towering over his head, which is good. I don't want him towering over his head. There's that. That's him in his robot mode. I like that a whole lot better, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so now transformation. It's the same as every other construct bot, just with a couple different configurations for the wings. So what you want to do first is you want to pull these Gatling guns off of his hands, set those aside. Then, as usual, you take the front chest piece, flip it down, take the head, and you flip it around here into that cavity, close that up. Take the backpack, and it flips out and forward, and that makes a cockpit. Then you want to bring the arms out to the side, kind of pull your legs out like he's going to sit down. Take the waist, flip it up, rotate it, and the leg pieces, of course, lock in right there. Take the feet, you point them, turn right here, plug that in. Turn right there, plug that in. You want to bend the elbow one joint, click, bring the hand down, and it tabs into the hole on the thigh, as usual. Tabs into the hole in the thigh. Take the hands, rotate them, flip them up. Rotate, rotate, flip up. Well. Then it tells you, the instructions tell you to leave the wings down like that, but if you look at it head on, I don't like how the wings are underneath the jet, so I kind of bring them up like so. And so now when you look at it head on, it actually looks more jet-like, and it gives it a wider wingspan instead of most of the wing being underneath the jet. So if you would just look here, that's the difference in the wingspan, which I think Starscream needs a fairly large wingspan. And while we're under here, you can go ahead and take these little Gatling guns and just plug them on underneath the wing. And there you have Starscream in his jet mode. Very nice. I really like it. The one noticeable difference, I will say, is that I'll pull Soundwave. Okay, so I got Soundwave, and comparing them side by side, Soundwave is a rather impressive jet. I really like the way Soundwave looks with the arched wings, but compared to Starscream, Starscream looks just kind of small. And I think the reason Starscream looks smaller is A, he has less pieces, but that is a direct result. They're the same size. If I was to swap the pieces that make Soundwave bigger, Starscream would be bigger, obviously. But it's because the main point here that I'm trying to make is Soundwave has guns coming off of his shoulders. He has a second wing set right on either side of his legs. He has the shoulder cannons, or they become thrusters, to fill in this gap right here. And the wings extend beyond the rear of the jet. So it elongates him and fills in the gaps. And Starscream is just kind of squat and a little bit hollow here on the back. But you know, it works, because Starscream is supposed to be kind of like a really fast and maneuverable but deadly seeker. And I just think that this works for him. I like the wings. I wish there was something to fill in this back gap here. But other than that, I really like the way the front looks. You can see Soundwave does not look near as sharp, and it looks like this would just go a lot faster than Soundwave's jet. But other than that, I really do like Starscream. These construct bots are so cool. I'm really glad I got into them because they're easy, they're fairly cheap, and they're customizable to the T. So once I get them all, I'm definitely going to do some customizing and working on how these guys can be the best. So stay tuned, and I got another one coming this evening that I'm really excited about. Thanks, and goodbye.